Welcome makers, I'm excited to share this tutorial with you. Today we are making a kiekie for my niece to wear in her primary program. I purchased these crocheted flowers from Amazon. This children's kiekie cost me about $50 to make. An adult size might cost around $100. I will link these specific flowers as well as some other flowers that would work well on my Amazon storefront in the description box. I ordered 2 packages of flowers and used 40 flowers in total for my niece who is 4 years old. You can also crochet your own flowers or shapes, which will be more affordable and allow you to really create a custom style. The flowers I used are 2 inches by 2 inches. For an adult kiekie, I would recommend trying to find or create crocheted flowers that are 3 inches by 3 inches. You can use any crocheted flowers or even crocheted doily patterns in this size. I'm going to stiffen my crocheted flowers by dipping them in this Stiffy brand fabric stiffener. According to the bottle instructions, I'm going to dip and saturate each flower. I'm gently going to squeeze off any excess, but I am avoiding wringing the flowers because it can cause wrinkles. As I am dipping and removing the excess, I'm kind of pressing the stiffy into the little crevices. When I received my flowers, a lot of the petals of the flowers were bent up or wouldn't lie flat. After you saturate the flowers with stiffy, they're going to dry in whatever position you put them in. I'm going to lay my flowers flat on a piece of saran wrap to dry for at least 24 hours. I have shared another kiekie tutorial before using foul. Using a kiekie that I own, I really studied it and then did some trial and error to figure out how it was constructed. As I have studied and made some of the traditional things that we wear, and as I have spent countless hours making kahoas, I really have so much respect and admiration for those that create and have created this traditional Tongan attire. It is so detailed, it is very tedious and time-consuming. Buying a kiekie made with traditional material is expensive, but in my opinion, it is really worth every penny. As I have spent hours making Tongan items by hand, I am always amazed at what these women were able to make and their creativity and resourcefulness using the materials that were available to them. My intention in sharing this tutorial and similar tutorials is not to modernize the traditional attire we wear, but to keep that same spirit of resourcefulness that will allow you to make something special with the materials available to you. We wear our kiekie to show respect, and as I make this kiekie for my niece, I hope you feel the love and reverence that I have for the Tongan culture. Here's what my flowers look like after drying. They are stiff but still pliable. Now with my particular flowers, they did darken and the side that was on the saran wrap stayed the original color, so I would recommend flipping your pieces a couple times during the drying process. I have laid out all of my flowers to determine how many strands I will have in my kiekie based on the waist size and how many flowers each strand will have. To connect my flowers, I'm using waxed Brazilian cord that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. You can use any durable string to tie your flowers together. I like the waxed one because I can pull it tight. Using a needle and the cord, I'm attaching my flowers together by sewing through 2 petals of each flower and securing it with a double knot. I will continue this process until I complete all of my strands. I'm doing 8 strands and each strand has 5 flowers. To create my waistband, I'm using macrame cord. I'm going to create 3 3-strand braids. I would highly recommend that you dip your braids in the stiffy and let them dry overnight. I ran out of time, so I skipped this step and my waistband will not be as stiff. I'm using these 3 strands to do a 6-strand braid. The length of your braids will vary by the finished waist size. I'm going to fold my strands in half, and I'm using my kettlebell to keep everything in place. Starting from the right side, my outside strand will go over the strand next to it and under the next strand. On the left side, my outside strand will go over the strand next to it, under the next strand, and over the next strand. I will continue following this pattern, alternating right and left sides. Each time I am on the right side, I will take my outside strand over and under. On the left side, my outside strand will go over, under, over. When I get to the end of my desired waist size, I'm going to fold the open end in and tack it down using a needle and my waxed cord. I have also braided 2 shorter strands that I'm going to sew on each end and will be used to tie on the kiekie. My last step is to attach my flower strands to the waistband. Using the wax cord, I'm going to attach the strands by hand sewing 2 petals per strand onto the waistband and tying a knot to secure them. Here is my finished kiekie. Thanks for watching.